Hey everybody, Graham here. So I had planned to make a video about Nikocado Avocado today, and I was just sort of, browsing through my subscriptions this morning and noticed that John over at John Gaming Funtime has also made a video on Nikocado. And I watched it, and apparently, according to John, Nick claims he had a diabetic attack a few days ago. I'm not sure exactly what a diabetic attack is. Maybe he had a blood sugar crash or something. Regardless, he then posted another video showing what he eats as, now that he knows he's diabetic. And it's essentially the same thing he was eating before, but, with a small salad. Now, the video that I had been planning to make and the video that this is going to be, I sort of conceived of before I knew this, but it doesn't change what I'm going to say. It actually illustrates what I'm going to say. I believe that Nikocado is best likened to a pro wrestler. And let me explain what I mean by that. We all know, or at least we all should know at this point, that pro wrestling is fake. The guys in the ring are not really fighting. They are, in fact, working together to put on a show. It's really more like a very acrobatic dance than an actual fight. But it is real in one particular way, which is that if a guy gets slammed to the mat, I guess I shouldn't say guy, because there are a lot of female wrestlers now. When I was watching wrestling, 25 years ago, there weren't that many female wrestlers. It was just starting to get going. But if person A picks up person B and slams him or her to the mat, person B really gets slammed to the mat. I mean, the fight, the contention is fake, but the moves are real. I mean, if you get jumped on, you get jumped on. If you get thrown to the mat, you get thrown to the mat. It really hurts and it really damages their bodies. And a lot of, older retired wrestlers are in wheelchairs or on crutches and stuff because they just injured themselves so much that they can barely move without pain. It's something that they do. They know they're doing this. They know they're injuring their bodies and, will probably end up infirm in some way, but they do it anyway, either for the love of the sport or for the money. So I think Nikocado is essentially the same. He knows he's damaging his body, and he's doing it anyway, and he's doing it for the show, and he's doing it for the money. He has admitted as much. I just recently watched a video on Tamimi's channel where she has a clip of him essentially saying that it's all an act. All the crying and the tantrums and everything are all just for show. But the eating is real. And the damage the eating is doing to Nick is real. But I see a lot of hand-wringing over it, like, should he be doing this? Is he modeling bad behavior or, anything like that? And my reaction is, if you're okay with pro wrestling, if you're okay with seeing guys jumping from, 4, 5, 10 feet onto a hard surface, and doing that over and over and over again until they have to retire, then you really shouldn't have a problem with what Nick is doing. The pro wrestlers know that they're damaging themselves. They're modeling bad behavior. I mean, there was a craze for a while of kids doing backyard wrestling. And so it's exactly the same thing as far as I'm concerned. Nick is just putting on a show where he's sacrificing his body for the show. And he's doing it because it's making him a lot of money. I dearly hope that at some point, Nick will have made enough money that he can have an investment portfolio that provides him with an income to live on in the way he wants to live. I hope that happens soon, and I hope when it does, that he retires from making videos, or at least retires from making mukbang videos, and then seriously tries to address his health. Because if he doesn't, he's going to die young. And what's the point of that if you're going to get rich? Stick around and enjoy your money. So that's really all I have to say. Nick is, I find what Nick does a little bit horrifying. And I say that as someone who's, struggled with my weight pretty much my whole life. But I don't have any kind of moral problem with it. Nick's a showman. He's doing a show. And we're watching the show. So anyway, that's all I really have to say about it. I'll see you in the next one. Graham out. Bye.